We're ready.
Okay, we're going to get started. I'd like to welcome everybody to the work session, Town of Lewiston work session for May 8th. I'd ask everybody to please silence their cell phones or electronic devices. I ask everybody to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'll ask for a moment of silent reflection, please. Thank you. As far as the agenda, I have a couple of revisions. I have a resolution for Seaman Norris in our town code. I have recreation hires and our procurement policy. Does anybody else have anything to add?
Nope.
Also under highway, laborers positions. Anybody else?
No.
Yes? Okay, can I get a motion to,
Move to approve the revised agenda.
all in favor?
Aye.
Fourth, the regular town board meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Second. A motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carried. Abstract of claims, Councilman Guyban.
Move to approve the regular abstract of claims number 23-00991 through 23-01137. Amount of $209,422.54 plus the post audit of $8,077.37.
Second.
Motion is second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carried. Department head statements. Carol, anything? Tim, anything? Bill, Connor, nothing? Mitch, do you want to handle the labor positions? Basically, just explain that you need to create the 3 labor positions, and I have a resolution.
Yeah, we're gonna add three labor department.
Okay. So, what we need is a resolution to create 3 labor positions for the Town of Lewiston Highway Department and to authorize the highway superintendent to post such positions and to take all of the necessary actions to fill said positions.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second?
I got a question.
Yep, go ahead.
What rate would they be starting with? Which, 'cause I know it's union, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that we're.
It'd be at their,
Labor.
Okay, whatever, okay.
yeah,
So these are 3 new positions.
yes,
It's in the budget.
yes.
And has nothing to do with parks, because those people are already in the
Well,
highway.
it could have something to do with parks, because they're gonna probably,
Okay.
okay?
So, we didn't move those guys over to highway yet?
No,
Okay.
no, we have to create the positions,
Okay.
which we're doing now.
I see, I understand now.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Anything else, Mitch?
We've got a couple trees that we're gonna have cut down on right away.
Yeah. So if everybody looks under Jack. Jackie's at a conference in upstate New York. She couldn't be here, but Mitch has trees, 2 trees that need $, and she's asked to use H97 to fund that expense.
So moved.
Aye, opposed, motion carried.
One's on the corner of Garlow, 31, and the other one is over in, Elman Ann.
Okay.
Are we gonna okay the other revision?
No, we'll just handle Mitch right now. She's under budget under mine.
Okay.
So, Jeff, anything?
None on the agenda.
Okay. Bob, anything? Jeffrey, water? Anything with water? I just want to follow up with Mitch and I. We went out to Stonehaven the other day, and we got Mike Train started. We got a dumpster delivered out there. Mike's been working on it. What I would like to do is I would like to have a opening of Stonehaven Friday morning at 8 a.m. A resolution, or I'd like everybody to be there for a ribbon cutting, 8 a.m. morning. There was a tree down, take care of that. It's thrown away. It has zero value. They should vouch for me on that. It's been out there. It'll be a little, it'll be a little on the rough side. It won't be how we want the park to be eventually, but there's no reason. Paths are safe. There's no reason people can't go out there walking. And I know people have already gone out there on their own, but it is town property now, so I think we can officially Friday morning at 8 a.m. if that works for everybody. I'd like to have a ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
An little opening ceremony, no fanfare.
Yeah. No, I
You know.
I have family in Mounttown.
Yeah. So, pardon? Yeah, I'd like to. You gonna hold it?
I sure will.
Okay, so 8 a.m. Friday morning, but Mitch and I were out there, and then Mitch, I'll do it because I'm on a, like people can hear me. Mitch has got his crew down at the Lower River Road Park, the town of Lewiston, Lower River Road Park, and off of Fletcher, and they're putting dirt down there. They're filling in the dirt. They're seeding it. They're going to eventually hydro-seed it some more, and hopefully after that we'll be able to hold events down there. We already have some rentals later in the year. It will be available for rent. I can't put a date on it yet, but definitely by the 1st of July, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So it's coming along. We've ordered 10 park benches. We've ordered them. We're just waiting to hear when they're going to be delivered. So I'm excited about that. For anybody that wants to, take a ride down there and check out our new park. So it's beautiful. So I think that is everybody. I don't think, okay. Yep. So moving on to old pending business, we have nothing. New business, anything, Carol, new?
No.
No? Okay. Under Supervisor Broderick Legal, I have a resolution here. Meeting Friday, talking about town code. So I would make a resolution to authorize the town of Lewiston to retain Seaman Norris LLP to perform legal services in excess of the current retainer agreement at the hourly rate set forth in said retainer agreement, specifically to undertake legal services relative to conducting a comprehensive review and update of the Lewiston Town Code.
Second?
A motion, a second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. Motion carried. On that one, Bob, you said nothing for engineering? Finance, we have the budget revisions. Again, Jackie couldn't be here tonight. She's at training upstate.
Second motion.
Yes.
Move for approval as presented.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. And just, it was one revision requesting a move of $2,500 to recreation concessions. So, in speaking in real quick in recreation, they had a rough week last week with the weather, but the weekend was nice, and Friday and Saturday night, I guess, I didn't have a chance to go, but I saw some videos. The park was packed. Concessions were doing well. Leading up to that, I have recreation hires. We're hiring Kevin Bovenizer at $14.50 an hour as a recreation aide for concessions effective May 15th. I'm sorry, yes, May 15th. And then Ethan Whitehead, $14.50 an hour recreation aide, and Nick Carlo, $14.50 an hour recreation aide, and they're to be hired May 30th. So Kevin Bovenizer, May 15th, Ethan and Nick on May 30th. I'll make a motion to hire them.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? In reading from Nicole Short, our recreation coach, she said last week was very wet. We had to cancel baseball 3 nights, but it was spectacular. With the first game of the season for our starters division, it went off without a hitch. For the first real night being open at Fletcher, our concession stand did very well. Everyone seems very happy with the changes that we've made this year. Mother's Day craft event is on for Saturday, this Saturday at Kiwanis from 10 to 12. Registration will be required for this. There is a $3 cost. And we have another round of candy bar bingo on May 17th at Fletcher Pavilion. So she asked me to read those. Sewer credit, 832 Swan Road. Credit of $42.95 on a pool. Jeff, you approved that?
Yes.
Okay. So can I get a motion to relieve $42.95 of sewer charges for Mr. Mike House at 832 Swan Road?
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. So I've been talking with individually with our board members and our building inspector as well, and some other individuals. Our procurement policy at $2,500 for goods and services and $5,000 for public works seems to be on the low side. The cost of everything has gone up, as everybody knows. So what I would like to do is make proposed increases to our 2023 procurement policy, whereas goods and services less than $4,000 would be department head approval. Goods and or services more than $4,000 but equal or less than $8,000 would be 3 oral quotes. Goods and or services more than $8,000 but equal or less than $20,000 would be 3 written fax quotes. Public works less than $8,000 would be department head approval. Public works more than $8,000 but equal or less than $16,000 would be 3 oral quotes. And public works more than $16,000 but equal or less than $35,000 would be 3 written or fax quotes. I would ask for a motion to move the proposed changes to our 2023 procurement policy.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. I believe that takes care of mine. Councilman Giben?
Items. We sent a letter to the Department of Transportation asking for do not drive on the shoulder signs to be located along Ridge Road in the area of North Ridge Road near 104. And we received a letter saying that they have reviewed the situation and agreed that a sign could be installed there, and it will be done as per their schedule. And as of this moment, it's not there.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So that'll keep people from going around the car that's turning into the
That's the,
Yeah.
the law says you do not ride on the
Right.
shoulder. And this is just to remind people, please do
Well,
not ride
I
on the
tell
shoulder.
you what, it's worked out here. Because they painted the shoulder and they put signs up, and you don't see a lot of people passing on the right like you used to. We used to have a lot of accidents out here. So hopefully, with the sign up, people will listen. So, good.
And the only other item is that tomorrow is the special birthday celebration at the Senior Center. And it starts at 11 o'clock, and if you can, it's going to be Seniors Month. Donna will be reading the resolution. If you could stop by and congratulate those people who are in their 80th birthday year or their 90th birthday year.
No hundreds, right?
Regretfully, no.
No.
That just passed.
Yeah, okay. Councilman Jacoby.
I have nothing tonight, thank you.
Okay, Councilman Morial.
I got 2 one-lot subdivisions that I need to get approved and 1 site plan. We'll start with the first one-lot subdivision. It's Robert Miljor, 5900
5900 Walmer Road, SBL number 117.00-1-1-15.111. This is a minor subdivision, and the planning board met in regular session on April 20th and reviewed it, and then I'm asking for a motion as the planning board recommends approval of this subdivision as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Supervisor?
Yeah. Oh,
You have to do a negative deck, accept the negative deck first, and then.
No,
okay.
do we? Because I went and asked Ed this morning, and he said, no, there's no negative deck. Okay, make the motion for a negative deck.
Well, hold on.
You should have gotten your short form in the deck.
It had 0 on there, and I asked him that. He said, no, there's no. Okay, so we'll go back to that, we'll revise that, correct? And a motion for a negative deck on the Mill subdivision.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on a negative deck. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Okay.
Motion carried.
The next one also, then that must be a negative deck also on that.
Well, let's go ahead and, let's approve this now after we did the negative deck.
Oh, okay, and then start over on that, or just?
It's just, you know, the address and
Okay.
planning board recommends
Okay,
approval.
the planning board recommends approval on Robert Milljor's one-lot subdivision at 5900 Walmer Road, SBL number 117.00-1-15.111, and that's a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
All right, and the second one is for Chris Gard, Fletcher Road, SBL number 74.00-1-4. This has a negative deck, so I'm going to make a motion to recommend it to vote on a negative deck.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I-
Opposed? Motion carried.
April 20th, 2020, as presented. That's a
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
The last one is a site plan for Nicholas Ricciazzi, that's pronounced, on Model City Road, SPL number 102.02-1-9. The planning board recommended a negative deck April 20th, 2023. That's a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. This is on a negative deck.
Yes.
Okay, motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
And the planning board recommends approval of the site plan with contingency that the fence will be completed by July 1st, 2023. That is also a motion. With the contingency.
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. Questions?
A short discussion.
Yeah.
We've received something from the Fire Bureau in regards to an apartment over the garage. Is this the same property?
Yes.
Does that cause an issue at all?
No.
No.
Tim, what if he doesn't have the fence up by July 1st? I mean, with the contingency, I know you don't like contingencies.
Well, I asked him actually for a contingency on this one. So what happened, he came to the planning board prior and then didn't do anything. So we sent him a violation and I sent it back to the planning board and he wanted to change some stuff. So, it always helps me if there's an end date on there, so the planning board put the end date on there. So if he doesn't do it, then I'll send him a violation. Go from there.
Okay.
I think he'll do it.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And that's all I got.
Councilman Myers?
Yeah, just a couple items from the Sanborn Historical Society. They have their pork loin dinner this Saturday, May 13th, from 4 to 7 p.m. or until gone, and that's at the Farm Museum. It includes dessert, and it's $15 a person. And then there's also a regular meeting for the Historical Society of Sanborn, May 23rd at 7 p.m. with Dennis Upton's presentation of Joseph Ellicott as told in first person. And Ellicott was a key figure surveying and selling land in western New York for the Holland Land Company. all I have.
Okay, thank you very much. Since we have nobody from the public here, announcements, upcoming board commission meetings. The Historic Preservation Commission will be May 9th at 5:45 p.m. Environmental Commission, May 9th at 7 p.m. Zoning Board, May 11th at 6:30 p.m. Planning Board, May 18th at 6:30 p.m. And our regular town board meeting, May 22nd at 6 p.m. And again, this Friday morning at 8 a.m., we will open Town of Lewiston Stonehaven Preserve. I'm excited about that.
All right.
So with that, I'd ask for
You
a
want to also
motion
announce that there are no work sessions in June, July, and August?
Okay, yeah, and also, and for our schedule, our board meeting schedule, there'll be no work sessions in June, July, and August, and Carol wanted to make sure we, let everybody know that she's off the hook.
And all ties.
Yeah, yeah. So with that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the second. Oh, I'll make the motion.
We have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carried, everybody have a great night.
Thank you,
Enjoy
John.
this beautiful night.
Are you going to be here on Tuesday?
Steve, can I get that thing you were reading with the